This is Lawrence D. Adams, and wait a minute. You know the L normally don't talk about certain things like this, but there's always an exception. If you just missed a playback we just did on Alpha Kingdoms, you might want to watch what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to wait for my participants to get in, and we're going to go live in a few minutes. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and here we go. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling today. Today. Wow, everything is wow. Everything is rolling. If you missed it, you missed. Uh-oh, I'm back. All right, let's try. Okay, you got the wrong. Okay, let me get you the right link then, Trav. I'm sorry about that, man. I am learning how to do this. Learning how to do this. Let me get you the right link. Copy. What's going on, everyone? This is Lawrence D. Adams, and here we go. Boop. That should do it right there. I don't know why the wrong link came. Hit the like when you come in. Uh-oh, do you believe I'm going to do a breakdown? If you just missed Alpha Kingdoms, it was just 30 minutes ago. It was fire. We definitely went in on that. I think I got everything queued up. There's a link right there, Trav. I think you should be ready to go. I think it should be ready. Ready right there. Let's get it. Oh, there he is. That was quick. Oh, there we go. What's going on, bro?
Hey, long time no see, Lawrence. Where you been at, bro? Yeah, Lee.
Man, I thought this is crazy. Man, what a phenomenal breakdown that was we just did a few minutes ago on Alpha Kingdom. I'm actually trying to get my iPad.
Yeah, it's like DJ Khaled say, "We're the best.
We're the best." Dude, man, that was an awesome breakdown, man. We definitely dropped some truths in there. So let's get everybody in the chat room, get it rolling around. Man. It was too much. So I'm here. Wait, was Derrick? My thing is, was Derrick Jaxn right about Kevin Samuels? Who knows? Let's get the likes up. Let's get everybody going because we definitely going to break this down this is our disclaimer at the beginning. So you go back and watch this. This is not talking disparagingly about any of these brothers because we are in the same space. More so, Kevin is in our space. So shout out to Kevin Samuels.
Hashtag solution, not pollution.
What? Solution and not pollution. I got to figure out my light, not what I want it to be at. But yeah, so definitely this is going to be an excellent one. We're going to go in and wait for Alfie. I think I sent him the wrong link too.
So yeah, you sent him the link he sent to you. The old one, but it's all good. You got a thing right there. So
right. So let me Doc, how do I even get that to him? Copy link, right? Jeez Louise, I tell you, they don't even know what happens on the back end, man. Let me try this again. What's his name? Alfie Kingdom. Link. So what did you think about the chop up so far? Hopefully that's the right one. Here we go.
Oh yeah, and just a quick thing, I had a stalker. I had to deal with a stalker recently, and men can get molested too. So she forced herself on me when I was in the car. So I took an STD test. So
Aye.
We'll probably be good, but keep them fingers crossed.
1 second, 1 minute.
And I got a remote job with the U.S. Government that hit me up. So I'm getting my code reviewed today. So I did everything they asked and the bonus criteria.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm waiting for them to get back to me. So if I get that, basically, I told you I'm trying to do the remote lifestyle. It would secure that lifestyle for me. So
wow, it definitely is going to happen. It's already happened for you. So let's talk about this. Derrick Jaxn is a guy whose message is mainly towards women, and he brings another side to, we will say more of a blue pill side versus Kevin bringing what's going on, Player for Life, bringing more. Kevin brings more of the red pill, right in your face reality that many people do not want to hear, or mainly women don't want to hear. So there you go. There we go. Look at that. We all back again.
Hey.
The boys are back in town.
Hey.
The boys are back in town. Y'all know that's an old rock song.
Mm-hmm. They might know it from Toy Story, though. That was in Toy Story.
Oh, okay. The boys are back in town. Okay.
And again, I appreciate y'all letting me get on these panels, man. I be feeling like, I know you don't do that. I be feeling like the little brother y'all be letting on at the big kids table. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely,
you be dropping that heat. Mm-hmm. So let's get into it. So we get into Mr. How do I do this? There we go. Is that how we? There we go.
You could just tell by that look he's about to say some simp ass bullshit. I'm sorry.
So we want to. So let's see if it plays through. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get. Siri trying to talk to me at the same time. Let's go right here. We got to get to his response.
Yeah, because we know what it said.
1 second.
If you could turn it up, Lawrence, you could turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, turn it up.
Oh, well, it's probably going to be louder when he starts talking.
True.
Hey, P, what up? Sigma, what up?
So I haven't been on the gram in quite some time, but I checked back in and saw my DMs, and I saw quite a few of y'all hit me up with this video. Apparently, it's been going viral, where there's dating or relationship coach or guru or something like that is telling this woman, which y'all just saw. And it was quite a bit of outrage around how he talked to her, how he addressed the woman as broad, how he cussed her out.
Hey, pause it real quick, Lawrence.
I was just thinking, like,
okay.
So just know how he introduced Kevin Samuels. There's already a tinge of little disrespect and like, who is this guy? Because he said dating coach or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to say it like that. So just notice that tone right away.
Right. It was a sense of disrespect. To me, it was a sense of disrespect right there. Because if you're going to do a video on somebody, this is just my thing. At least know what they do. And if you watch any of Kevin Samuels' videos, you realize that he is a what? He's an image consulting. He does YouTube. And come on. It's about a sense of respect. You ready to go? Keep going?
Yeah.
Why hasn't she hung up yet? Like, this conversation should have been about 38 seconds long. I don't know how you, as an adult, even get to a point in the conversation where you get to tell somebody that what they're saying to you is mean. Like, the way I tell people what they're saying to me is mean is that I hang up. And secondly, as a woman, how y'all letting anybody gauge your attractiveness or tell you that you're average at best in terms of how attractive you are as a woman? You don't even know if they really like women like that.
Again, she said herself she was average at best.
Right. She did say that she was average at best. And then now the shot. Now I need to say this. I need to address this. I got to address this. I got to move stuff around. How are you going? You don't know if the statement was you don't know if they like women or not. That is the first what? Shaming tactic that what? You use to what? To minimize someone else to make you seem more what? Relevant and more masculine.
I think in debate strategy, that's called ad hominem.
And hominem, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You attack their character or something about them and not the subject. So right there, we first see the respect, not respect put on what? The name. Second of all, now you're going to talk to character. How do you allow someone to call you average at best when she first said that she was what? Average or best. Second of all, the next thing was you're attacking now his sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
It's called shaming tactics, or is really an homonym. And what happened is when people do that, they're trying to make their message better than what? Than what the other person is saying.
The facts.
Mm-hmm. So that's the first thing. Let me rewind that back a little bit so everybody can hear that.
Yeah.
And secondly, as a woman, how y'all letting anybody gauge your attractiveness or tell you that you're average at best in terms of how attractive you are as a woman? You don't even know if they really like women like that. You know, they're...
See, I have to say it again. Why is that in the point of, why are you attacking the messenger and not the message? The message was what? She was average at best.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you're doing is you're placating to your what? As I think whoever put it in there, I can't see it. You're placating to your audience, not to what? The truth of the matter. Would Derrick Jaxn honestly actually be seen with this young lady? He's going to explain what he is. Will he be seen with her? Yeah, quiet. No. No, dog.
I want to see his wife. I've seen pictures of his wife, and then they be saying that ain't her. So I don't know if it's really her.
Right. Let's play that back again. I know it's going to get let's play this back again.
Down row wide, what's going on, bro?
How attractive you are as a woman. You don't even know if they really like women like that. You know, if they're attracted to any woman. I'm not even being funny. I'm just being real. But in all fairness, there were both men and women saying he's being brutally honest with her. We need more of that. He's being brutally honest. No, he was being disrespectfully impractical.
How are you disrespectfully impractical? If you watch the video we just did with Alpha Kingdom and Trav, you'll see that he was not disrespectful. He was not disrespectful, right? And he was not being impractical. The problem is some men are afraid to what? To tell the women the what? The truth. That's what it comes down to. You don't want to tell the truth because your potentiality that you won't get what's between her legs, or that she's not going to want to be with you. So who's really on the pedestal, her or you?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
He didn't even really listen to her question like that. Like, so much saying.
I know I'm breaking it down. I know I keep stopping and going, but
no, I'll be saying a lot. Yeah.
How did he not listen to her question when she was the one who called in on an off day for disagreements? Second of all, she was not listening to his questions. I'm just saying from the breakdown we just did, she was not listening to who? His questions. Yeah. That is a problem right there.
Let's go back to here's a perfect example. When the stuff with Kobe, right? When he died. Remember how Gail Kim was attacking him and bringing up the rape stuff that already been acquitted? Yeah. Now Snoop Dogg got on his thing and was going on Gail Kim and Oprah. I think more Gail Kim called her a bitch and was like, for disrespecting a black man, and why'd you have to? And he was right. Right when they did that, Oprah and Gail King are calling him a misogynist. Is he a misogynist because instead of honoring this black man that made a mistake, you want to bring that one thing up that he was acquitted of and that's in the past and that they've moved on from? Kobe did all these things right. He was a guy that didn't party, didn't have vices and all that. He was a basketball nerd, but he made one mistake, and that's what you have to bring up because you want to put up the woman's issues against everything else. And guess what? That woman forced herself on Kobe, and he just wasn't strong enough to not bite. That's what happened.
That's it.
My perception. What I heard her say is that basically she wants to feel safe and she wants to feel confident in submitting to a man, and she thinks the route to get there is by getting a six-figure man. Like anything other than addressing that, I already knew was going to be impractical, and it was. Secondly, as a woman, you should never gauge or judge your standards or base your standards on how beautiful you think you are. Like personally,
Dude, what? You're going against nature. If that's the case, why do women want to be the most beautiful woman in the room?
If that was the case, women would go around here with hair being uncombed, no makeup on, walking around here with sackcloths or walking around with potato sacks on, shoes mismatched. You know why? Because they don't care about how they look and not realizing that men gauge that by how men gauge them by how they look. That right there is the truth. No matter what, we are visual first. We are attracted to what we see first, and then we go to the next one.
Dog, that chick, even her, a lot of these chicks, if they didn't do their makeup, they look like the crypt keeper from Tales from the Crypt. But so if they were to walk out and look like that, they know that they wouldn't get chose like that. That's why they got to get comfortable with you before they don't have the makeup on and have the bonnet on in the bedroom. So come on now.
Yeah. So it's placating to his audience. Let's go back to it.
Ugly to somebody, but you should never do that. Why? Because if you say, well, you know what, I'm this amount of beautiful, therefore I can have this type of guy based on my current physical features, what happens when those physical features change? What happens whenever you get a little older? What happens when you have 2 or 3 more kids, 1 or 2 more kids? What happens, God forbid, if life happens to you and you get sick or you get in a car wreck or anything like that? What happens if your quote-unquote beauty diminishes? His interest in you is going to diminish. And conversely, a guy, if he's, choosing you because he feel like his pockets ain't where he wanted to be, he got this much money in his bank account, what happens whenever you do what we ask all women to do, which is hold us down, believe in us, help our dreams come true, and you make his bag double, triple, quadruple, and he gets more money than what he had whenever he first chose you, and he chose you based on how much money that he had. That's the impracticality. That's the lack of logic in what he's saying. And while we on the subject, to all my guys out there, like, look, first off, every guy should be allowed to have his preferences without being shamed. Whether he like
right,
small, dark, or light, kids or no kids, or what have you. But I don't know why, as a man, you would ever let your bank account determine your confidence to go after what you want, whatever it is. When there's a lot of broke dudes out.
Once again, he did not listen, so he's commenting from only a snippet of a broadcast and not looking at what was said. Is more than just the money, because money only can rent a woman. It's the character of the man that actually keeps the woman. That's the difference. Most people are only, your money's going to be there, but if that should not be the determining factor on what kind of women you got. It should be the character that you at a certain level, that you have a certain standard, something I talked about on here before. If you don't have a standard, you're going to sell it for a woman like this and wondering why you're looking crazy. Your money, go ahead.
Like, because here's the thing, right? I've dated women that had kids and are past 40 and still look great. They still get the benefits of being a beautiful woman and all that, because guess what? They're putting in the work. If as a woman, you can get a lot by just eating right and going to the goddamn gym. Me, myself, I'm in better shape than most women I date, even if they are in shape. But I can't just rely on that. I got to be a provider. I got to be a protector. I got to have mouthpiece. I got to have swag. I got to have all this stuff. So you're telling me that women can't just take care of themselves, eat right, go to the gym, and literally be taken care of by some simp? That's too much? No, it's not. Just lazy. That's it.
And the other thing is, this the other thing right here. How is it that now he brought the fact that her looks may diminish as she gets older. If you ever been around women that have money, you realize what they do is what? They make sure they work out. They're in the gym. They make sure what? They're in the gym. They make sure they're working out. They're making sure that their makeup's together. They're keeping themselves together because they know that they have a high value man, and the high quality man demands or expects a certain things from a woman that's in his life. If you look at, I live in Atlanta, you realize you see those women jogging, you see them out running, you see them. What, didn't you just have a kid a few minutes ago? Oh yeah, I had a kid. I popped right on out and I'm back here running again. They're keeping themselves together, even if they're older.
You saw that 40-year-old that I had dated. She was stunning on the 20-year-olds.
Right.
Like, bro, and she gets all the benefits because she's keeping herself up. It's conditional. It takes work to get, it pays a cost to be the boss. It takes work to get results now.
And that's what she's missing. That's what he's missing in that. It takes lots of work to maintain it. What happens is after the baby and all like that, some women actually drop off and they begin to stop taking care of themselves. Because you know why? In the words of the streets, she secured the bag.
Yeah, they use it as an excuse.
Right. Instead of using it as to say, you know what? I need to maintain myself because I'm opening up the option for what? I'm opening the option for him to start looking elsewhere because I did not take care of myself. So that argument, I see where it's coming from, but on the flip side, the woman still has to maintain her what? Her looks, how she's carrying herself, her attitude. Are the kids, and because I can't deal with no bad baby kids. I just can't do it. I can't do it. So that right there that's a misnomer right there. So let's go back and just go to the video.
Taking rich dude's women and using the rich dude's money for the condoms that he won't use with the girl. And on top of that, it don't make sense to let a woman's physical features or how she look be the deal breaker. That's not going to really lead to your happiness either. I'm going to just speak from personal experience real quick because there was a time I went after the baddest one.
You want to pause it?
No, my dog.
Or as many women as I could possibly get when I was a little younger in college and all that kind of stuff. Let me tell you something, man. Until I started placing true value on a woman, all I could get out of her was what she was going to do for my dick or how she was going to make me look to the homies. That's it. Like, it don't matter like how bad she is, how solid she is, because she can be both bad and solid. It don't really matter. If you don't put true value on a woman, you're never going to truly be happy. It took me.
Happiness does not start in another person. It starts within you. If you look
at facts right there, we always talk about him, but he preached some facts.
Yeah, but happiness starts within. No one's going to give you the happiness. Happiness starts within. Happiness is actually conditional, determined on the conditions around you. Mm-hmm. Enjoyment or joy is something that's inside of you that is not determined by what's going on around you. So, but if you're looking for the woman to bring you happiness, you already messed up already. And that's what I think a lot of guys are missing it right there. So yeah, you can get all the women you want. What's going to really bring you happiness is when you find happiness first in yourself.
It don't matter like how bad she is, how solid she is, because she can be both bad and solid. It don't really matter. If you don't put true value on a woman, you're never going to truly be happy. It took me years to mature to that point where I understood that. You know, it's not about what she can do for me sexually. It's about what we can do for each other's legacy. It ain't about if she got kids.
Dot. At the end of the day, we still at the beginning of it, we're still looking at what a woman can do what sexually. If we deny that, we're lying to ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are just lying. You first thing you're going to think about is, oh, how can I? You look at what value she offered, but your first thing that man's going to think about is, how is she's going to be in bed? Plain and simple. Ain't nothing changed about it. Don't jump over one step, not realizing that you got to first do the first step. That the first thing that comes to your mind is how she's going to lay. Then you think about, well, let me add, okay, what value does she add to my life?
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me just get this food.
Baby daddy like drama and all that kind of stuff. But how's she gonna raise my kids based on who she is? Is she gonna be teaching them how to twerk on every little boy and roll blunts, or is she gonna be teaching them a second language, how to play instruments, emotional intelligence, that type of thing? When I finally learned that, and I was half this dude's age, and I was making 6 figures in a month, not per year, in a month, and I haven't fallen out since then. I'm not flexing, but I'm not capping.
Yeah. What do you call that?
Capping.
Yeah. And must know. I don't want nobody to think that I'm hating on him. I'm just bringing an analytical view of the reality was out there, like we did on Kevin's video.
This is so disingenuous. Like, bruh, like, I don't. Yeah, you want all what he's saying, like the good stuff, but let's not lie and say that as men, our first things were 90% visual now.
Right.
Let's not say that we can have that, but you got to keep yourself in shape, because a part of being in a relationship is sex. We can't lie about that. I'm gonna be in shape, making hella bread, doing what I gotta do as a man, but you're gonna be over here looking like Bone Crusher?
I ain't never scared.
Yeah, I'm gonna be scared.
Right.
To put my dick in that. Fuck that, bro.
Right.
I don't deserve that. Just do your goddamn job. Literally, women can just be in shape and get the world. Men can't do that. So I don't have sympathy when women want to complain about that, because guess what? I'm in shape, and I probably got a better career than you, and I'm in shape. So I don't want to hear that shit. If you don't want to be in shape, that's cool. Go find you a low value man, because a guy that's making 6 figures or more and is in shape and is smart and is doing what he's got to do, he ain't settling for less. Period.
That right there, you just hit the nail on the head right there. I'm gonna be real clear. Men who are at that level, or even not, or touching that level, are not going to settle for just anything. And so what's going to happen? What we have here is what it is we have this same narrative that men need to settle for just any woman just because she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the wrong narrative. See, if a man never sets a standard, a woman has nothing to walk into. If a man never sets a standard, the woman has nothing to strive to or to reach for. So when you lower the standard, you have lower standards inside the women, because the ultimate goal of the woman is what? To get a man that she looks up to. Mm-hmm. If she's looking up, that means she's looking up at a higher standard or a higher level. But if she's looking down at the same level she is, she's not going to do any better.
Yeah. If a woman wants to look up to me, she can't weigh more than me. Period.
Right. And that's what the problem is. We in the society wants to lower the standard so everyone feels better about themselves.
Nah, it's that participation award bullshit. Like, for example, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give a story. So when I worked at the NFL Network, I'm in the room with the former Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champ. And we're in the room, and it's like men and women. And we start talking about like men versus women, what men do wrong, what women do wrong. So I remember we were talking, and at first I was saying what men do wrong. Dude, all the women in there clapping, or Trav gets it. See, he's I'm like public, the hero, right? As soon as I said, now this is what women do wrong, I'd say 95% of them turned on me, because they were not trying to hear it. They did not want to hear what I had to say about that, right? And I'm totally right, and I'm not backing down from nothing. The NFL player now, he probably got a wife and he was simping. He looks at me and goes, "Young bruh, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy?" And I'm like, I want to be both. Like, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not. Why is it that the men have to settle? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no. We have to kill this narrative. We have to. Now, men have to earn their position to get that. I agree. But if they're earning their position, women got to do what they got to do too now. You Y'all just be staying at home, putting on YouTube for the kids and on social media, and that's such a hard job raising the kids. Like, nah, bruh.
That's the thing. That's the thing. We have not said. What happens is the narrative has been pushed that we should not expect a woman to do anything. That she just should because she's just a woman, we need to just accept her.
I've heard women say that.
Yeah.
I've heard women admit, like, I just thought, because I'm a woman, I should. I'm like, what?
Mm-mm. And just please, this is not misogynist. Misogynist means to hate women. Do not hate women here. Love women. Love them. But what thing that you had to have as a man is a standard where you are not he got some food.
Mm-hmm.
Where your standard where you're not allowing just anything to happen. Let's go back to the video. Man, this is a lot of work here.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go back, click.
I haven't fallen off. I'm just speaking from firsthand experience. That was the smartest decision I ever made, was to choose a woman not based on her looks, but based on who she was. And I was able to get both of Miss Jackson. But that's kind of off the subject, man. It just kind of tricks me out, the level of immaturity when he's saying, because he seems old enough. This particular counselor or whatever he is.
Once again, particular counselor or whatever he is. Whenever you do a roast or you're going to talk about somebody, know the facts about the individual that you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Not. So that's shaming. What's going on, Tim? That is shaming at its best.
Mm-hmm.
Seems old enough to have gray hairs on his head, but when I listen to him, I hear a lot of adolescence in his mentality. But I saw people saying, well, dude, what would you say? What would you say to the woman that called up looking for help, looking for guidance? And in the interest of being brutally honest, I would tell her straight up, like, you don't need to be looking for no dude that's making 6 figures. You need to be looking inside yourself for the part that is still broken from past relationships, that's allowing you to get talked to by this dude. Like,
He was right in what he was saying at the beginning of his sentence.
Yeah.
She needs to go look on what part of her is what? Broken.
Mm-hmm.
But to say, why would you allow yourself to be talked to by this dude like this? It's two different things that are going on right here.
That's Captain.
Yeah. He's Captain Saberho, bro.
Right. So what you're doing is you're saying he said the right thing at the beginning. She do need to go look at herself, which is the true thing she needs to do. But the other side, she chose to come on what? On this show and to talk.
And did it disrespectfully and didn't follow directions.
Correct. So she had the opportunity to say, you know what? I can leave this conversation, but she was still on there because she wanted to answer. So, I mean, just be real honest about this again, Ricky. I mean, rewind it back again so you can hear what he said.
In the interest of being brutally honest, I would tell her straight up, like, you don't need to be looking for no dude that's making 6 figures. You need to be looking inside yourself for the part that is still broken from past relationships. That's allowing
you need to come to my webinar, presentation. That's what you need to do, babies. That's what he wants to say.
That is what he wants to say.
Right. Why would you allow a guy that taught you like this? And if you look at the breakdown we just did on Alpha Kingdom's channel, you realize that he did not talk to her any kind of way. I tell you, boy.
like you're just a dog. That's the first and foremost thing that you need to do. And it's not to give the counselor a pass for how problematic he is and how much he's bullying this woman. It's not to give him a pass.
Dude, was he bullying that woman?
No.
She was bullying herself.
Exactly. She was bullying him. She got on there disrespectful. She didn't listen to direction. She was texting while he was talking to her, giving her advice. And Pry's not going to listen to her advice, so she wasted her time too. His time too.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't get back.
Right.
Derrick capping, bruh. That's lies, bruh. That's just lies, propaganda, and BS. But guess what? People want that.
Right. The truth is sometimes hard to swallow, but everybody wants the truth.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. He ain't the first sales rep at Men's Warehouse that I've seen get a promotion.
See, once again.
There we go.
That is an homonym.
Mm-hmm.
You're attacking the character and not the message, which doesn't make sense. Why would you say that? You're only saying that because you want to look better in the eyes of the people, your market, which are the women. So you said this, what was it, Men's Warehouse?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dog. That's a shot.
That's a shot.
Yeah.
But guys, listen to this. Y'all be thinking that by y'all saying this, that y'all gonna be making some kitty tingle and that y'all gonna be getting some box. No, they'll say in public, oh, that's the guy, this, and that. Behind closed doors, they're smashing the dudes that are gonna not be giving them that advice and telling them the real. This is all PR. This is all PR. Women are very good at PR campaigns, naturally.
Right.
So just know that.
Feel like he got the keys to life. He ain't gonna be the last, you know. But it ain't what you get called, it's what you answer to. And my priority is those of y'all who are genuinely looking for help, seeking answers, how to live a better life, and all of that. For any man or woman that can relate to this woman that was calling, I'm gonna tell you this: remember who you were before you got broken.
See, he is now doing his what? Sales pitch. If you need help, come over here. I'm not going to talk to you that way. I'm just going to tell you what you need to hear. If you're broke down, this is what it is. It's the sales pitch.
Both these guys got game, really. It's just different kind of game.
That's true. That's a very good point.
Like I do the same thing, but I'm just straightforward. Hey, this is what I want.
Remember the type of woman, if you're a woman, remember the type of woman you were on the path to becoming before you got broken. Remember her and take steps towards that. Or else you're going to continue taking steps towards dudes who step all over you for their personal gain. Like what happened in this situation. But those are just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll let y'all be good. Peace.
I honestly want a six-figure guy. Is what
I wish I could just take that. I honestly wonder what.
But do you deserve it? And that's my thing. Like, we're in this society, bro, where people don't want to work for what they want. A lot of things, and let's not even talk about women. Let's just talk about period. A lot of things that people want in life, you can have. Let's just take it back to being, if we want to talk about being black folk, we ain't fucking slaves no more. They're not stopping us from reading. They're not stopping us from doing what we want to do to get resources. We got the internet now. We got high-speed internet. We got Instagram where I can go on here and learn all this stuff. I can go on for free and learn coding algorithms and go learn how to make a damn Amazon clone website for free and get a six-figure job myself, which I'm doing and I've done. But people don't want to put the time in. You don't even have to leave home. 5-10 years ago, you had to go to a library, go to a class, pay money. But with the explosion of YouTube and the internet, it's put everything in the palm of your hands. And niggas don't want to do shit. And they just want to be coddled because it's too easy. Because the thing is, you got everything too quick. You don't know what it is to work for anything. And that's the problem. So that's all types of society. But you see with women how this is. And then guys like Derrick Jaxn, who are over here caping up and putting out propaganda, tell you lies, you want to believe it, and they're the ones that get praised. And it's not the dudes that are telling you the truth and really trying to give you the truth so that your life can really change instead of being coddled for complaining. That's the
problem right there, man. That is the biggest problem right there. That is the biggest problem. So in the clip, Babe C says in the clip, hold on. Woo-wee, this internet is running slow. It said in the clip, Kevin Samuels clip, I did not see verbal abuse or bullying. Can't speak on other calls. This is a gross misuse of those words. Of course it was. It's to actually what? To sell, to pitch what he wanted to pitch was what he does. So what happens is I'm going to share this. I'm going to say this to make the other person look bad. that you need to come over here. Please understand what happens. This happens all the time. This is classically what they do in politics. This person ain't all that.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, it's like this. We don't want, there's all these workouts that you can do, that you can do to give you results. And I do them. My workouts are tough. And I know I can't really sell that to people, a lot of people, because they don't want to put in the work. But motherfuckers are buying up that flat tummy tea. That shit is a scam. That shit don't work.
Right.
Hey, you notice it be the same women that be doing it's a type of woman that be doing that shit.
Yeah.
People, they don't want to put in the work, but they want the results.
They get surgery, then lie and act like they got all the results naturally, then work out and do booty workouts only so that you can look at their ass. And then once they're done, try to sell you some flat tummy tea. And they're idolized because everybody wants the quick cut. They want to cut corners. They don't want to work hard for it.
Because we're in the microwave age where you need to just put it in the microwave, your popcorn's done. And what happens is we have built people who get quick results, but don't know how to maintain the results that they have. They get quick results, but they don't know how to maintain it, or they don't even know how they even got it. So we're in a society of quickness. What's going on, Dre? And what happens is it's hurting mainly men and women when it comes down to this real game. They don't want to put in the work. So people go back and watch this. Oh, you getting on Derrick Jaxn? I'm not that guy. You getting on Kevin Sadd? No, I'm not. All I am is exposing what's right there before us. So I want everybody to understand. I salute to Derrick Jaxn. Salute to Kevin Samuels. So don't come on here, put my name in the wash all like that, because then we're gonna have to start a whole nother thing. But the thing of it is, we're looking at what really took place. The breakdown of that woman, he was not mean. He was mean because she did not want to face the truth about her reality.
He was fed up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He got emotions too.
Right. And that's the problem.
This bullshit.
It's like the same thing. It's like the clip of the business owner in Dallas that went viral. Was it Dallas or Atlanta? You know, where the women were twerking in the restaurant?
Yes.
They didn't show that he went over there multiple times and told them to stop. Politely. They didn't show that. They just showed when he blew up. And then they want to say, you're doing too much. And when you were playing music, you shouldn't have played the music. Bro, that's not an excuse. I know where I'm at. I might be hearing some rap music, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to get up and start pop locking on the tables and stuff like that just because, well, you played the music. Like, nah, bro. You know you can listen to it and maybe bounce at your table and still be respectful. You know how to carry yourself.
Dude, with that, wow. Okay, let me read this. I had people I argued with accuse me of bullying them. They threw shade. I responded with the same energy, but it didn't get better. Now I'm a bully. Just a mess. Let's see what Tish said. I'm confused. So do you guys want the chicks with the big booties, wigs, eyelashes, makeup, cake up? I'm confused. Unpack that for me, please.
I like Claire Huxtable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you ain't never heard me say nothing different.
No, that's a fact. We don't we want a girl to look good, but we don't want them to look fake. But there's like a way you could carry yourself. Like you don't have to be like overly like that. We're not talking about that. But bruh, like look at how the chicks were like more in like the 90s and stuff like that. Like it was more just like low key natural. Now it's like everybody's overly done up. It's like, bruh, it's like more of a show. It's like, bruh, why are like women do all these things, fake eyelashes, fake makeup, fake ass, fake titties, fake everything, but you want a real man. I don't got to put on makeup to look good. I can go to the beach right now and get in a little short ass swimsuit and look tight as fuck. And I make more money than you but you want me to take care of you, and you're probably lying about your sexual past. And that's the purity you have to sell to me for me to keep you down.
All the brother wants, I said it once and I'm gonna say it again. It's simple. Peace of mind and pleasure. That's it. You're gonna have a 6-figure job. You can have a 6-figure job times 2. If you ain't giving no peace and no pleasure, what difference does that make? You just got the shit. You have a 6-figure job. You have a dog grooming business. But what does that do for me? Am I getting pleasure out of it? No. Am I getting peace out of it? No. So what you saying it for?
And if she is the business minor, that chick was saying, I could tell him how to do a business. Do you think she's going to consult him or tell him what to do?
Try to tell him what to do.
Hey, I'm telling you guys, bro, just real quick. You guys be wanting these high value chicks or these chicks that make these bread. What you don't understand is some of these women have big ass egos and are controlling as hell, bro. So you think I didn't rock with principals and stuff, bro. Like they're hella dictating and they think they know stuff because they got this high paying job and the education equals not a good experience sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't answer the question. I can't deal with. I got a booty limit. I got a wig limit, and I got a makeup limit. There's so much makeup you need to be wearing, and there's so many wigs if I can't pull it. And if you know what I mean. And sometimes with the big booties ain't go. I'm here to tell you, the big booties ain't all of what it's cracked up to be. As much as guys think it ain't what it's cracked up to be. So. It depends on the man, on his preference. I just don't prefer that. Natural looking makeup, okay. Your wig don't look like you just grabbed it off your grandmother's nightstand. Oh, we ain't going for that. At least have to look natural. So I can't do it with that. Let me see just what someone said. Derrick Jaxn is the penderer whisper that tells women what they want to hear for profit.
Yes. And it works.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, it's a hustle. It's good. But what you don't do is knock someone else who's doing the opposite of what you're doing.
Now, let's say this. Okay. Because he's making money off this, right?
Yeah.
Like Derrick Jaxn makes money off this. Is he a man of character? You think he really believes everything he says?
Yeah, he believes it works.
Exactly. But see, a woman will be like, see, but he makes 6 figures. It's like, yeah, he makes 6 figures off telling lies. That's the man you want?
I'm a good ass man on paper.
You know how many good girls I've dated that say they want a good man that's making money? And then, oh, who's your ex-boyfriend? Oh, he was a drug dealer. Like, come on, bruh.
Look who's in the backstage.
What's up?
RSB.
Red,
what's up, man?
Going on.
Women have to stop doing just what feels good.
Showing off my new shirt, Mike.
Hey, he keep it 100. Hey. One thing about RSB, he gives 0 fucks about the plugs. Hey, I'm going live right now. Y'all go over there now. Hey, I'm just showing off my stuff.
I'm not doing that. I don't have. Look, listen. I don't have the built-in microphone no more. I actually sound much better.
Yeah.
You do.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, man.
So yeah,
I was watching the Afi Kingdom. I was watching the Afi Kingdom live stream. You had to jump in, man. I'm trying to get there. Trying to get at least 90 people up in there. I get at least 15, 20. So that's good. That's
good. You know what? You just got to keep pushing because like I've had a show that had, let me see, like I remember I did the Black Pill show, right? And I'm just giving you this example because this is week to week. Because at the time, I was just mainly doing the weekend shows. So it was like 160 people in there, and then I did the one with the 3 couple, the polygamy couple, and it was like 30 people. So you know what I'm saying? Like it goes up and down. Like you gotta sometimes people like I'm using this as a teachable moment, like because this is what I thought. I thought like, okay, well, these guys know I got game, so they should be interested in all the shit I got to say, and they don't be.
Yeah.
They want certain stuff from you, even though you may think you got some stuff you want to say. Like, so it's like, because you'll be like, oh man, I did it, and then the next week you get discouraged. So it's like, it'll go up and down. You know what I'm saying? It'll go up and down till you get to a point where it's just boom. You know
yeah,
what I'm
trying to figure out that formula. So,
So what do you have to say about what we're talking about?
About Derrick Jaxn or about the thing?
No, about his response to Kevin Samuels to this young lady.
Oh yeah. I mean, I did my first and last video on that last night. I did the Chrissy video and I did the pink pill video. I didn't see the Derrick Jaxn video, but if I know Derrick Jaxn is a guy that just panders to women, man. Like, I don't expect much from Derrick Jaxn. I mean, I think I watched maybe like a few moments of it. I'm like, well, look, listen, I don't expect much from Derrick Jaxn. Like I said, like Derrick Jaxn is going to say, he's like Tony Gaskins. He's going to say stuff for money, right? He's going to say the things that, because I'm pretty sure that there were women that, requested that he do the video and stuff like that because, well, guess what? Women got upset at what happened. But here's what I'm going to point out. I'm not saying women don't have the right to be upset, but how can you be upset at how that woman that was on Kevin Samuel on the video, right? How can you get mad at her, right? And listen, hear me out now. How can you get mad at her when she showed the blatant disrespect to Kevin Samuels, right? If I was Kevin Samuels, right, I would have really just ended the call, because there were like a few instances in which I said, you know what, this woman is joking, right? This woman's not taking this as serious as I'm taking this as serious. You came to me for help, right? And you're on your phone, and I put that up on my video. I did it. I did the whole breakdown of that video, right? It's a common courtesy when you're talking to somebody to not be on your phone, right? Because if I was on my phone with you guys, all right, maybe I have somebody that I'm trying to interview and I'm just trying to lock that down. I'll make sure I text them after that. But it's one of those things in which I have to say, look, ladies, man, I don't want to sound like that. I don't want to sound like a dick, but it's going to come out a certain way. If you're on your phone, I'm leaving. Okay. I don't care. Like, if I want your undivided attention. All right. Just the same as you want undivided attention from dudes that you like. Right. If I'm trying to establish something, the first thing I want is your undivided attention. Because if I don't get that, I'm out, man. Like, I don't want that disrespect. That's why men leave. Okay. Because women don't understand that there is a respect factor. Okay. And Kevin Samuels, and I saw it in his body language, right? I saw it. He got completely upset because he was being disrespected.
He was.
And that's the issue I think a lot of people miss, is that like Tisha saying that it was blatant. She was showing the blatant disrespect to herself by coming on there. She should have taken his advice at the top of the show and talked and took the private consultation. What happens is, if you're six figures, you would have took the private consultation, because it would have been an investment in you for what you wanted was a six-figure man. He would have talked to you, walk you down the steps on what you need to do, because right there you show that you were not ready to engage a man, because you didn't even know how to engage a man on a broadcast, because you wasted his time by coming on the wrong time, coming for advice on the wrong day. So think about if you go on a date with a high value man and you show up, we're going to a restaurant, high-end restaurant, but you come in with Daisy Dukes on. That's exactly what she did.
That was like this, real quick. That was like what I told you the other day. I went out with that one girl and she showed up and her hair wasn't done like I wanted it to be. And I'm like, first thing I said to her, I was like, why is your hair not done like these pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, I look like how I am. Why aren't you? And she was shocked I said that. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, don't do that again. And she was trying to act like she wasn't going to do that, but want to see me again, so I didn't see her again. Because I'm like, nah, you ain't going to be showing up with your hair in a weak-ass bun.
But it's the truth. So that's the thing. You have to say she missed a point there. Now, is it a teachable moment? It was a very much so a teachable moment on everybody end. So this is not this is not a shout out. This is not a shot at Derrick Jaxn. It's not a shot at Kevin or the young lady. I think her last name was Gardner. It was not it's not a shot. It is a teachable moment on what happens on a larger scale and on a micro scale in the dating relationship arena. You have one man saying this, you have another man saying that, but you have the woman right there who sometimes don't want to listen, but she wants something that she's not even entitled to. So we have a bigger problem that's there. Mm-hmm. And so we're respecting people. Blessing to the panel. What's going on? So this is a great teachable moment. Which you said most of these. Okay. So yeah, so I want everybody to realize, don't think that we're trying to come against Derrick, because he said some things that was definitely something that was applicable, but you got to understand at the end of the day, Derrick was going to sell himself over Kevin Samuels. That was the key right there. Hair is subjective. Hair is on the trend right now. I think you guys would appreciate the spicing of the switching up.
That sounds good, but nah, you know when someone puts some effort into some stuff. Nah, you come through and you don't look like you put in as much effort to me. I don't like that. Sound good, but nah.
I'm gonna say this, man. I know what you're saying, but like even for me, right? I got freeform dreads. I wash them every week or 2 weeks. I mean, since it's the winter, right? I mean, colder. I mean, and I'm up in New Jersey too, so I don't want to get sick as much. So I usually, when it's nice outside, I usually, I wash my hair, make sure that when I see the sun come out, so I can get the right amount of dryness and stuff like that. But even so, when it comes to like a female, like I understand it. I understand what you're saying, but also like there has to be some form of, professionalism, and there also has to be some sort of there has to be some form of care done. Like I mean, I like women who take care of themselves, and I also like a woman who's interested in me enough to want to get her hair done and stuff for me, because guess what? Yeah, I get it. Hair is subjective, but also she's not just gonna, do her hair and put on makeup or, even wear the right underwear for you. All right, there's a difference. She's only gonna do that for certain people, right? She's only gonna do that for certain men. Certain men that she likes, she's gonna do that. Certain men, she's gonna give you like the granny panties and whatnot, and I put my hair up in a bun because I didn't have time to do it. If you didn't have time to do it, I'm gonna look at you and say, well, at least I don't think I have time for you.
It's crazy. Did you see this with Tishro? Did you guys see his comments section? People blasting Kevin, calling him a 2-time divorced dusty dude. See, what is that? All that is, since we're talking Latin, this is Latin. Go ahead.
I want to kill this narrative. Yes, that's a shaming tactic, but it's the comment of an idiot. Let me tell you why. If a man has been divorced twice, it doesn't mean that he's unsuccessful with women in relationships. If he's a grown-ass man, what is he, 50? Do you honestly think he hasn't learned? He probably learned that marriage wasn't for him, but he also learned that if he wants a relationship with someone else, he knows from his trials and errors of where things went wrong and where things went right, what to do. Because that's what happens when you go through stuff. You got to think about, we're not talking about breakups. We're talking about a divorce, money, entitlement, betrayal, let down. Like, that's how you learn stuff. So actually, it's good that he failed and came back, because now he can teach people what not to do.
Yeah.
Even with successful marriages, like look at Rebecca Lynn Pope, you know, and this is no flack on her, you know, like I see a few things that I agree with on her, and there's a few things I disagree with on her. But even so, like, you know, I would assume I would want, you know, the husband, I would want more of her husband's perspective on Rebecca Lynn Pope. Is she the woman that she says that she is? Because you may never know. All right.
I know she not.
Look, listen, like like her recent video, her recent video was just like, all right, like, I mean, why are you crying for her? Why are you crying for her? You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be, you know, like you can't be dropping gems and then crying for the exact same women that you left, right? And that's just facts on my end, right? I watched that video. I'm like, wait a minute, Rebecca, but you were the one that left the dating, but you were the one that left matchmaking because of these women. These are the women that you worked with, and now you're crying for them. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, she did say that. That's a good point.
The problem is a lot of women don't want to hear the truth when it comes from a man. I said this on Alpha, and we just said it before. Sometimes we have men who only tell what they want the woman to hear because their only objective is to get between her legs and not really get to know her mind. So you say things, you present yourself, that's all you want. Now, the other thing is with Kevin saying he was married twice. The thing of it is, as you said, Alfie, that's so true. He now has more experience than a person who had never been married because he's been married and failed. So what happens in our culture, we don't value failure enough. We value success all the time. It is in the
Failure is a
failure.
part of success.
Right. We don't value failure enough. Failure is the hardest lessons that you'll learn, but when you embrace it as a friend, it actually pushes you further than the one who never experienced failure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. There was a study done not too long ago about self-esteem, and the average American, and I mean average American, I mean just average with a capital AVERAGE American, right? Has a self-esteem higher than 20 that than like a than there was a study done where Americans were asked, right? How can you rate your self-esteem, right? Do you drink? Do you smoke? Do you attend a bar, right? How many friends do you have, right? And how would you rate your self-esteem? A lot of people put at least 8, 9, or 10, right? But then you look at their lives and how they live, right? They are highly, so they have a high self-esteem, right? An inflated high self-esteem, but they are not living the lives in which are, you know, completely high self-esteemed at best, right? A person that is, you know, a person with high self-esteem takes care of him slash herself, right? A person with high self-esteem takes care of their hygiene. A person with high self-esteem doesn't need, I'm not saying doesn't need that many friends, but doesn't surround himself with so many friends to the point where, you know, there's so much more drama and stuff like that. Cause, you know, that also goes into your self-esteem. Like LDA and Afi and Trav, we work together, right? And yeah, if we were to, you know, go out and stuff like that, that's because we know each other, right? But a lot of people get this mixed up. Your friend base, right? You may have a lot of friends, but how many of them are truly your friends, right? And how many of them are affecting your self-esteem? Because people are different, right? Men and women are different, right? And I mean that in the most, you know, honest way possible, you know.
No, it's a fact.
That's fact. So wait a minute. We can't end it because I'm at my 1 hour mark, but you know I can't end it without doing this. You know what time it is, Trav. 1, 2, 3, ready. 1. Look at. Get the lights up. Come on. Y'all got a lot of truth here. Uh-oh, Trav might get up and run around. Uh-oh, Travis gone.
Nah, for real, bro. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think with all this though, I wonder if there will be a slow awakening. I don't know, but it just shows that the power of P is powerful. That's all it shows.
That's what it is. Hey man, I'm at the 1 o'clock hour. I'm at my limit here. Come tomorrow, we're gonna have Pimp God himself come through. Find out, y'all. This is gonna be epic. This is gonna be epic. I got Pimp God coming through. This guy don't do interviews with nobody.
Nice.
He's so slick and so smooth. We're gonna find out how we are connected. And he's gonna drop some gems. You're gonna see how smooth you think, like y'all say we sort of sound alike. You'll understand why we sort of sound alike, and our way of doing things are alike. So find out tomorrow. Pimp God will be here tomorrow in the building, exclusive. Y'all get the likes up, and we got to any last words from all my guests that are here.
Yeah, me. Just follow me on Instagram at Dominance Mindset Raw Gang. Cop my merch, cop my books, hit the link tree, subscribe to RSB, subscribe to Lawrence. Make sure y'all hit the bell. I'm telling you guys, y'all be subscribing and don't hit the bell. Y'all be thinking y'all doing good stuff. It don't work like that. You got to hit the bell, bro. Subscribing is like fake support, because you support him, but you're not getting notifications. So it's fake support. You got to hit the bell on cats.
RSB. My dude in Jersey, what you got?
No, definitely. I would say, man, I'm actually doing a Derrick Jaxn video tonight, his recent video and his live stream. So I'll be breaking that down, guys. If you want to watch that and you like the sound of my voice, right? Go subscribe to Red Sings the Blues. I put that in the chat for you guys. Always got some good stuff. We're always professional over there. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to LDA and Afi Kingdom. They always got good stuff. Like working with these dudes.
I want my case study on this book too, bro.
Case study on. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, all this January, I'm actually gonna be doing less of a YMWA, so I can get back to doing case studies and stuff. I'm gonna still do YMWA, but I'm doing. I got to get to certain books and stuff because I haven't done.
It seems like you should write a book too, bro.
Me? I mean, what would the book be on though?
Be on your life, your journey on YouTube.
You sound it's funny when I listen to you talk. The way you do, you sound like my youngest son, man. The way you break things down is just amazing. Hey, man. Trav, you got something? Because I'm at my limit.
Just follow me on IG at Trav_Terrell.
Anything else? Is the church closed now?
Church closed.
Closed? Yeah. We got to end on this for everybody. See y'all later. See y'all.
Y'all see the side I'm doing?
Uh-oh. You ain't fall out yet. Oh, you bet. Give him some water.
Boo.
It's abundance mindset. Have options.
All right, we out of here.